Okay, so do you need to track or count your calories to get ripped or lean or shredded? First of all, I'm going to tell you yes and no. The reason I'm telling you yes is because you need to do it initially just to see how much calories is in a specific food. Because, I don't know, loads of people want to lose weight and they just eat anything and they don't know how many calories they're eating. They're like, why am I not losing weight? Well, you're not losing weight because you're not counting your calories and you don't know how many calories you're eating. But don't get thrown off. You might only need to count calories for say 2 to 4 weeks, and then maybe the rest of your life you don't need to count them anymore. But there are exceptions, like if you want to get to really low body fat percentage, say like bodybuilders, I doubt you'd be able to do that just by eyeing the food you eat with the calories. You're going to have to track it. But if you want to get like to 10%, maybe even 8% body fat, you can do that without tracking it, as long as you've been tracking your calories before and you know how much calories you're taking in every day. So anyway, that's it. You don't need to track your calories all year, all your life, because that's just going to be boring and that's not very fun to me anyway. And then, yeah, let's get into it. Let me explain more detail. So, for example, you might only want to track 2 to 4 weeks, like a month. So say you want to eat, say your diet compromises mainly of say chicken breast, vegetables, lean meats, fish, the complex carbs, white potatoes, rice, like that healthy diet to lose weight. Basically all you'd have to do is eat those foods and then see how many calories is in them. For example, what I did when I was losing weight, I was eating oatmeal like every single day, and I love oatmeal with protein. It's just too good. So now when I'm bulking, I'm like, okay, that's 100 grams of oats. I don't need to measure that. Approximately, I don't know exactly. Maybe sometimes I underdo it or overdo it, but I'm near enough there, I believe. So basically, it's just getting to know how many calories in that specific food. For example, Pacific, like it's not fucking C, specific. For example, like chicken breast. If you're gonna eat a lot of that when trying to lose weight, just track that. Like see how many calories is in that, and then do it with tuna. Like once you get to know how many calories is in all these foods that you're mainly going to be eating, it's going to be very easy. For example, if there's like 80 calories in a can of tuna, when you don't track your calories anymore, you're going to be like, okay, 2 cans of tuna, 160 calories, whatever. So that's basically it. It's not, you don't need to track your calories for the rest of your life, trust me. That's not fun at all. So anyway, I want to provide value because I know if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you're going to get ripped, cut, shredded, diced. So I'm going to give you the formula on how to get your caloric maintenance. And this is no bullshit way. Like some people just say multiply your body weight by 15 or 18. This shit doesn't work. The reason being is, say someone is 250 pounds and most of that's fat. They're like 5'2", and someone's 250 pounds and they're 6'8". Like they're going to have the same caloric maintenance? Hell no. So stupid. So anyway, let me tell you the best way and the actual way to fund your caloric maintenance. Of course, it's not going to give you an exact number, and here's why: because your activity multiplier is going to be different. For example, I don't know how active you are. It's just, I don't know. So you could be burning more or less calories. But anyway, I'm going to give you a rough number. So here we go. Get your calculator out or your mental math head screwed on. So 11 times your body weight in pounds. So for example, I'm 200 pounds, I think. I haven't weighed myself in a long time, but let's just say 200 pounds. So it'll be 11 times 200. I don't know what that is, but let me do it with you. Bear me one sec. 11 times your body weight in pounds. Mine would be 11 times 200. I could have worked out myself actually, yeah. Anyway, I'm stupid. It is 2,200, then your activity multiplier. So that 2,200 is your BMR, which is your basic metabolic rate, right? And now times this with your activity multiplier. Your activity multiplier is from 1 to 1.6. 1 being the lowest, like a sedentary lifestyle. If you're literally just waking up, eating, sitting in a chair all day, like in your office, or not moving a lot, probably multiply that by 1. 1.2, like let's just go 1.3 to 1.6, make it easier. So 1.3 is more like slightly active, you're walking a little bit, Then you sit down half the time, and then 1.6 is like always active, like a bricklayer, I don't know, you name it, just a sporty person that's always active. So anyway, that's 1.6. So mine would probably be 1.3. So it'd be 2,200 times 1.3, and I just locked the tablet, times 1.3, which is 2,960. So I'll just say my caloric maintenance is 2,900, and personally I believe it's like about near 3,000, because I've got to know your body. That's basically what you do, you get to know your body. So anyway, there you go. I've just given you, like, I just provided some decent value. Don't take it away from me. I just told you a good way to find your caloric maintenance. So basically, to answer the question of the video, you don't need to track your calories. But what I will say, if you want to track your calories for the first month, you can use an app called MyFitnessPal, and the method that I use to get your caloric maintenance. And make sure you eat about, say, 500 calories underneath that maintenance to lose weight. So anyway, boom, drop the mic. I've just provided some sick value. What else can I say? Yeah, you don't need to track calories for the rest of your life. Just know how many calories is in those foods that you normally eat. And one more tip that I haven't mentioned, one more tip. It's like oils. When you cook and you want to track calories, always track the oil you put in the pan. There's a lot of calories in oil. The dressings, like those just fuck you up straight away. Basically, when you want to lose weight, let's face it, you're gonna eat foods that are quite plain and boring. But one tip, get some spices that you like. That's one tip that I know now. And then there was one more thing I wanted to tell you. Okay, also, tip number 2 is, if you eat sample meals, what I mean by this is, kind of have like sample meals, like say I eat oatmeal, protein oats, and loads of frozen fruits. Those frozen fruits are low in calories, but they'll fill me up. The protein will give me the protein, obviously, and then the oats is for the carbs, and that meal just fills me up. So say I know that meal is about 800 calories, right? Like 100 grams of oats, 40 grams of protein, and 100 grams of fruits, for example. So I can say I have that in the morning. I don't even need to track that anymore. I can just eyeball, okay, 800 calories will be in there. And I say for lunch I have 1 chicken breast. Obviously the chicken breast varies, like it's not all the same size, but I can eyeball that and I'm like, okay, that's say 400-500 calories. Then vegetables, that's about 300 calories for loads of vegetables. Then again, that's 800 calories. So if you have the same meals, and then for dinner, let's say you just have fish and, I don't know, rice, and then that's 800 calories, having 2 pieces of fish. Oh, fuck's sake, one sec. Okay, get back to the video, because I'm just so popular, people always like to call me. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Get those sample meals, so you don't need to keep track of your calories. And I've just given you all my tips, man. I've given you all my tips to get big, dashed, shredded. I don't even know, man. I'm pumped. And as always, stay positive, stay smiling. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because it's the best channel on YouTube. It's so informative. And I'm only joking. See you in the next one.